2023 spring semester. Woo! I am back doing another city cooking challenge video for all of you, and because today is Valentine's Day, I'm gonna be making a very easy dessert for you. And most of these items, I'm pretty sure you already have them in your pantry, but if you don't, remember why we're here, because we get all of our items from San Diego City College at the Hunger Action Day event, which was yesterday for us. But here we go. We have all these awesome ingredients. I started cooking it before the camera turned on, just so that I could show you how to integrate all the ingredients together and we could get started. Remember, this is a new semester. There's a lot of new things that are happening here in school. The school is full of students now. Masks are optional, so that's something that is new this semester for everyone. And there is something very exciting, the new Knights Table Pantry, which is pretty much a free grocery store for everyone at school, for the students, for staff, and it's located at the T building in the first floor. So with that said, I'm pretty sure we're gonna plug in some B-roll of how this pantry looks, but it's amazing. One of my classmates went with me and we picked up a few items that we still needed to make this dessert. And I mean, you walk in, you need to just fill out your one form. Yes, you need to fill out one form that will work for both Hunger Action Day event and for the pantry. And once you fill it out, you don't have to fill it out again. So remember to do that. I filled out mine last semester and it's still working for me this semester. So just putting it out there, if you guys are hungry and maybe you want to save some bucks, you guys can go to the pantry and get yourself some fresh fruit. There was milk. What else was there? There was like baby food, personal care items. There was a coffee bar. There was a ton of snacks. There was a lot of items for dinner.
Oh, didn't you find socks that one time?
Socks.
Yeah,
there was even socks. Yes, and there was a lot of plant-based options for all of you people who are vegan or vegetarian. So please go check it out. Remember, this is all free for all of us, and always a great option if you're trying to save some money. So let's get started. I am gonna be making a rice pudding. Super simple. A lot of people use like 2 pots. I thought, hey, we have a small place. Let's try it out with 1 pot. And here we are with this pan. It was awesome. We got some new things in our kitchen, as you can tell. I know. I'm so happy. They brought in like a new stove and just a lot of new items for us. So I'm super excited. Like I said, I did already pre-cook the rice for all of you, so we wouldn't have to be waiting here for, I don't know, 20 minutes that I had to be sitting and watching it, making sure it wasn't going to burn for all of you, because we know how that goes on camera. We've burnt things here before, but that's okay, because we're all learning. Anyway, I'm gonna be turning this on in low heat. The rice is already cooked. I'm just gonna let it warm up a little bit just so I can add my milk and my sugar. Remember, this is a dessert and you can definitely add or not add sweetener. It's really up to you, because it already contains a lot of carbs for me and I am diabetic. I'm not going to be adding a lot of sugar to it, but the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm only going to be adding this amount, so sorry, my cameraman almost fell down over there.
We don't have insurance.
Yeah. So this is the amount of sugar I'm using. It's probably around like 2 teaspoons, I would say. Maybe it's a little bit of sugar. I'm going to be adding that to my cooked rice. And I'm going to be adding 1 cup of milk, 1 cup and 1/3. This is only 1/2 cup of rice. I know it looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. And this makes 4 servings. So, I mean, if you want to have a double date today or share with your friends, this is a great, great dessert.
Amazing for Valentine's tomorrow.
Yes, Valentine's. Is Valentine's tomorrow or was it yesterday? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. We can always celebrate our friends anytime, or loved ones. I mean, if you just feel like eating something sweet, make this. Super simple and very, very delicious. I'm just going to be mixing this for a while it heats up a little bit because I do want the rice to become a little bit creamier and like mushier. But while I'm doing that, I am gonna ask my audience, what was something you guys did during your break? Because I know we've been gone for a few weeks.
Oh, I went skiing. It was amazing.
Ooh, skiing. And was it your first time skiing or?
Not my first time, but in a while. So.
Yay. And I remember you also mentioned something about fishing or
and
ice.
I went ice fishing as well, which was really fun. I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it like the way they show it in movies with like a little hole in the ice?
Just like they show it in movies with the little hole in the ice. It's only 8 inches thick, so be prepared to be scared.
There you go. I'm
The
not.
experts say it's okay though.
The experts said, okay. Who's the expert? Just experts in general or the brother?
He
Yeah.
just wanted We also have some people who fish a lot.
That's
Who
awesome.
help us drill the holes.
That is awesome. Something I wanted to ask you now that you're mentioning like fishing. Do you get to keep the fish and eat it, or is it something you throw back into the water?
It
Because-
depends
okay.
on the size of the fish. So if it's enough fish that you can make a meal out of it, and it's something that you find tasty, then yes, absolutely keep the fish. A lot of people who do fish, is particularly, they do it for their food for the week. So yeah.
That's awesome. It's another way to save up some bucks, especially with the inflation and the fish. By the way, we do have some tuna recipes on our website if you would like to check it out. You can check it out at sectimes.com. We have a ton of recipes in there as well that contain meat. I know most of the things I've cooked here in our studio have been mostly vegetarian, but definitely check that out. Another thing I wanted to mention is that the Hunger Action Day event is still going to happen twice a month. So the next event is going to be on the 7th of March and then on the 20th. And that's usually from 12:30 to 1:30 until supplies last. And again, just fill up the form. You only have to do it once and then you get all of your items. I'm going to leave that there while it's cooking. But this week, we got a lot of awesome things. So I'll just show you a little bit of what we got. I have this, by the way, they give you this like awesome bag that you can reuse. And it's so cool, but we got some peanut butter and onions. And
Those are
also,
serious onions too. That's like
yes, it's like a softball. And then I think I got like 3 of these, 3 honeydews. So, that's awesome. And then, because we were talking about fish, we got some tuna.
Also, if you ever need tuna, they have it in the Knight's pantry.
Yeah, they do. They
Great.
do have it in the nice pantry. There was tuna, pasta, beans, rice. There was tortillas there today. More onions, pears. I think we also got apples, potatoes, cereals. And the food pantry is open from Monday to Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that's really cool. There was also beans. There's a lot of canned goods over there. I mean, we were in there for a little while. I was so impressed of how that place looks. I mean, I had heard of it, but I wasn't exactly sure like how the whole thing worked and how it looked. It looks like a grocery store.
That's well said. It reminded me of a free 7-Eleven.
Yes, it does. I don't know if you ever seen those like high tech supermarkets. I think in Japan, or I don't know exactly where they're located. I don't know if we have any in the States, but you usually just walk in, grab your items, and then you can just walk out. There's no cashier. Like, that's how it felt, honestly. I went in, they gave me a bag, and they're like, fill it up. This is how many. Yeah, they tell you can take anything you want, but when it comes to snacks, I think 3 is the limit, which is kind of like the granola bars or like the small, like I got some raisins for the pudding. But yeah, no, there's just so many things, and things keep changing, right? We also got, I think, a soy chocolate milk. They have a fridge. They had string cheese. I mean, they are stocked up. It's amazing. If you have babies and you want snacks for them or food, there's food there. I mean, I'm very impressed. I'm definitely gonna go back because the cafeteria here is great, but sometimes it gets hard to pay around $10 every day for a sandwich. And we were having that conversation with another student that's working right now at the pantry. So save yourself some money. Go get yourself some food.
If you need a snack during the day, they have trail mix, almonds.
Yes.
Healthy crackers. Right. Fruit.
Yes. They have so many items. I need to keep on mixing this just because I'm trying to create this like gluten-y texture. I'm just gonna lower the heat a little bit so the milk doesn't burn. I don't know if you want to get a shot of this, Joel, but it's gonna start looking kind of like arroz con leche. Do you guys like arroz con leche? It's very similar to this dish. The difference is that it's more like I guess it's more watery, I guess you could say. It's more soupy. I don't know what the right terminology for that is. But yeah, so once it starts looking like this and the water and the milk starts evaporating, you can add the rest of your ingredients. I'm just gonna add it because it will continue to thicken up. And to that, I'm gonna be adding like a tablespoon of butter. We've had it out for a little bit, so it's melting. So some butter in here because you can never go bad with any butter.
Yes, butter.
I love butter.
Favorite butter.
Yes. We also have some cinnamon to add some more flavor to it. There is, you can add some vanilla extract if you have it in hand. I don't, so it's really optional. The cinnamon and the sugar that you added with the butter, I mean, it's really gonna make a difference, and it's gonna give it such a delicious flavor. So I'm just gonna mix that in.
Oh, it smells so good.
Right?
You could put. What do you think? Would you put like what other flavors would you put in that? Maybe so cinnamon, obviously.
Chocolate, maybe
Ooh,
some chocolate. Yeah, if you guys
Add
like.
brown sugar. For a little
Ooh, yes, brown sugar.
Maple syrup.
bit of maple syrup, honey.
Oh, honey, agave.
Yes. So many options for so many sweeteners. So my dad and I were both diabetic, and when we make oatmeal, which is kind of similar to this, like I said, we can't add too much sugar to it, but our trick is to add raisins or like dried fruit to whatever we're making, and that would make every bite a little bit sweeter, and it's with fruit, so it's not as bad as if I just get white sugar and add it to my dish. So that's always an option, a healthier option, I guess you could say, when you're cooking. So I just added some raisins to the pudding.
And that after a couple days.
Yes.
That's when they'll plump up real nice.
Yes.
Yummy.
With the heat, they plump up, and then also like because this is something you can make today but eat it tomorrow. Like it can last in your fridge probably 2 or 3 days. So if you want to like, I don't know, like plan for a nice meal, have something ready for a gathering, you can definitely do this a day prior or two, and then put it in the fridge, and once you guys are ready to eat it, just take it out of the fridge, and that's like the best way to do it. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off now, and I'm gonna show you what the end product looks like. I have a little cup right here. So I use this little cup. I don't know if you're gonna get a close-up of this. This is what the rice, I put it in the fridge for probably like 2 hours after I made it. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of cinnamon to it on top to garnish it. Just sprinkle it in. I think this would also, like fresh fruit would make it taste really good. So I have an apple here that I was planning on cutting, but I don't know, I just want to taste like this, see how it turned out. It smells so good. Let's see, let's give it a try. So I don't know if you're gonna get a close-up of this, but like it's super creamy. So I'm just like the rice. Please try it out. Please, I'm begging you. It's so good. It's so good. For more recipes, remember to go to our website at sdcitytimes.com. And I'll see you next time.
Woohoo!
Bye.
There we go.